I had a heart attack. I was given CPR for 35 minutes. I was shocked and defibrillated 81 times. I was put on a machine to give my lungs and heart a rest. And I was in a hospital for 57 days. So it's a miracle. Of many miracles that are here, I'm happy to say that it worked. On December 15th, I was going in for a shoulder revision. I'd done coaching a lot of my son's sports, and in that time I had thrown a lot of baseballs to both of them and their teammates for 6 or 7 years, and I just wore out my shoulder, and also working out with the weights for the fire department to stay in shape. And so they decided to revise the shoulder and get rid of some pain. So at 8 o'clock it was supposed to start. We started it, and the next thing I know, a doctor's yelling in my face, "Do you know where you're at? Do you know who you are?" We had been told that I was a good candidate for CNS. I didn't know what that meant. A good candidate. Okay, then let's get me there. Let's get me there sooner than later. And it was a process. And after about 3 weeks to a month of trying, it was a 10-day lag from when I was released from the hospital to when I first came here. A lot of coordination that had to be done. And then I started here on February 18th and we released October 17th.
The first day I was like, it felt like school. Like, you know, you're in a class and then you have 10 minutes and everybody switches classes. And everybody just was so nice, and I felt like it was so clean. And I just felt safe leaving him here, so to say. You know, he came with a cane. He had no movement in his arm, and I didn't really know where this was yet, you know, with his brain injury. So it was comforting for me, for sure.
I walked in with a walker, and I went to PT, and they gave me a timed walk, and then they ask you to balance on one leg and balance on the other leg. Now do it with your eyes closed. Catch a ball. Different things that I didn't know what it meant, so I just did them best I could. And then I would go to OT, and it's about dexterity of my hand, which was mainly affected from the nerve damage. My shoulder, which was locked in a position that I didn't have much mobility in. Could I move my hands? Could I grip? What strength did I have? And through the process, I got better at that, and I'm now able to feel less self-conscious about the things that I'm left with. When you get here, you're in a bubble. You're in your own self-pity, and you're wondering where it's going to lead. And then you start meeting people, and then they start complimenting you on your progress. And then you start complimenting others that, "Oh, wow, you're out of your wheelchair, awesome." And then you go into the lunchroom and you start to sit with different people, and then you find a group that you sort of hang with, and then the brain buds were formed. We could all relate and not care about where we came from. We just had to deal with our injuries, and when you'd start a sentence and it forgot what the sentence was all about, you didn't care, because they understood too. So now the positivity really kicks in, and you now see patients differently. You see them on the same journey you're on, and you're only there to help each other, and it was awesome. CNS allowed me to find a new passion. I was writing, and the writing really helped me learn to love. So now I was starting to write more and more. I was active in the newsletter here, so I started to do that. I volunteer at a community hospital, the ones that help save my life. So I volunteer there 1 day a week. I hope to increase that. And I spend time with my grandkids as much as I can.